Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. In this video we'll be going over how you can start transferring your creative skills to actual games. Because a lot of people, they're practicing, putting so much time into creative, and then they feel like they can't replicate that in normal games, and they just play so much better in creative. But there is a reason for this, and I'll show you how to get past this struggle and start performing in real ranked games or reload games or even tournaments as well. Before we start, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and use creator code CoachPhilip in the item shop to support me for free. And let's get right into it. So first of all, there needs to be a step-by-step process of you transferring your skills to your normal games. You can't just start doing double edits in creative for one day and then do them in normal games as well. That won't work because you need to actually get the muscle memory first. You need to put in that time to lock in those skills, because in normal games, you're in a stress environment. You're not thinking that much and you're just trying to be fast. You're just relying on what you already know, what your hands basically automatically do. So that's how far and how good you need to become in creative to be able to use those skills in normal games, especially for those automatic things, those like double edits or building. You need to just be so comfortable doing it in creative that you can then replicate that in normal games in a stress environment. And you can slowly get to this, and I'll show you how. So the first step is you want to be practicing whatever builds you're working on or edits in creative in a map where you're not playing against other people. You're just practicing the builds, focusing on getting faster, focusing on perfecting those skills. And once you feel like you have those skills down, you want to progress to some creative fighting. So you can go into 1v1 realistics are really good, or if you're practicing just your edits or something like that, 1v1 piece control box fights, or if you're working on your builds only, go into build fights. So those are your three options for your fights. And then once you're in these fights, you want to try those new things out. Of course, it'll be not as stressful as a normal game. It's great if you just respawn, no one cares. So try to use those skills in those maps then. And once you feel you can do it in those maps, then you'll be able to use those skills in normal games more and more as well. It is a slow progression, so it takes time till you can really use them. But once you hit that point where you can actually use them in normal games, then you'll be able to use them every time. Because then you don't have to think about it anymore. It's not stressful, you just do it automatically. So start by doing easy creative maps, then 1v1 in creative, and then you can use it in your ranked games. Maybe try reload first. If you feel less stressed in reload, you're more confident in reload, do reload first and then do it in normal ranked games or tournaments. So that's the step-by-step process of new skills that you want to implement into your games. Another big thing, the second point, is your confidence. You need to be confident to be able to use those skills in real games. A lot of people, they have all these basics down. They know how to build, they know how to edit, whatever, piece control. They know all this stuff, but they still choke in normal games. And that just comes down to playing a lot of normal games, so you get used to those stressful environments, and then don't care if you die. A lot of people are like, oh no, I died. But who cares? You will go into the next game and you'll be fine. Hop into the next game. That's the thought process you need to stop caring about dying. You want to see dying as a learning opportunity, not as something that you did bad. Because you die, okay, I made a mistake, then look at the mistakes, rationally try to think about it. Maybe like for 2 seconds you're mad about what you did or someone worse than you killed you. Be mad about it for 2 seconds and then get back to thinking about, okay, what did I do wrong? How can I do this better next time? And then you'll start improving more and more. And you won't see dying as something that's bad. You'll see it as a learning process, and then you can actually learn from that and you'll get better through that. And that just builds your confidence because you see, okay, I'm doing this, I'm getting better and better. I don't care about dying. And you just play more carefree if you don't worry about dying. And playing carefree in this sense doesn't mean you're playing dumb, but you're able to use all of your skills from creative and actively use them in your normal games as well. I've coached a lot of people that had this problem. They're really good in creative, beat me in 1v1s or whatever, but they can't use that in normal games. Sometimes it also just helps if someone else watches you. If you book a coaching session with me, for example, I'll watch you and we'll try to work on getting those skills to your normal games. Or if you have a friend, make him motivate you, make him not care about dying. You know, you're talking with him, you don't care about dying, you're just playing, you're just basically playing without thinking. But this is only relevant if you already have all these basic skills down. If you don't have these basic skills, of course you won't be able to do it in normal games because you don't even have the muscle memory for it. And under stress in normal games, you won't be able to do it quick by thinking about it. So you basically need to become so good that you can rely on not thinking and still performing without having to think. The third step in this process is being more calm. knowing what to do in a high stress situation, because you've been in them so many times, you've done so many 1v1s, so many ranked games, so many scrims. And if you notice you're stressing, just box up, chill, and then once you have that, you want to rely on this boxing up, and now you can think about your next move. So always make sure, if you want to be actively thinking about it, because you want to improve, you want to get better, you want to get better in a certain area, try new things out, rely on like one thing like boxing up and chilling, and use that time to then think about your next move. So have like a process of how you can chill for a second, get out of that stress environment, and then think about what you can do. Of course, the more and more you get into these stressful environments, you won't even need that anymore, because you can just clearly think about what your next move is going to be, because you're not really stressed by the situation. So yeah, that's really the 3-step process to performing in your normal games as well. If you have any more questions, just comment down below. I'll be happy to help you. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.